Okay, seniors, this is my first attempt at keeping you informed about things that will be coming up over the next several months. So, my first attempt at Camtasia. I hope this video is helpful. What I want you to know is everything, any question that you have, please come to me and ask me. Everything can also be found on the Guidance and Counseling webpage. Anything from A to Z, any questions you might have or a parent might have, check the website or please come and ask me. Shoot me an email. If it's something that I can answer briefly in an email back to you, that would be great too. I don't want you to feel that you are confused about something and then maybe go ahead and do something and it not come out to be the way you should have done something. But please ask as many questions as you'd like. What I'd like to review with you today is really the college application. Now remember, if you're using the Common Application, which is an application that's common to many schools, you can't start doing that until August 1st. And if you're watching this video before August 1st, you can't really do anything. If you've started something on the Common App, that will all be wiped away. So it's good practice, but please wait till after August 1st for the Common App to go live. Now basically in any application, whether it's the Common Application or a school's application, there are three parts to it. And the first part is the part that you do, which includes your name and address and some class information, classes you've been taking, extracurricular activities, your writing sample. Those are all things that you're in charge of doing, and you're submitting that part of your application. The second part of the application is things that's done by the school, and that includes my letter of recommendation that I will write on your behalf, and it includes your high school transcript, which is your final grades from 9th, 10th, 11th grade. And then we also list on your transcript your senior year courses that you will be taking. And then we also include a school profile. And a school profile, every high school has their own school profile, and it consists of basic information about the school. It tells the admissions officer what Summit High School is like in terms of the curriculum, in terms of the student body, average numbers in terms of GPA or SATs, the availability of AP courses, college prep courses, and so forth and so on. What your transcript won't include is your standardized test scores. We won't send that this year. You will be responsible for sending your standardized test scores, whether they're SATs or ACTs, directly from College Board or ACT to each specific school. And the third part of an application is the teacher recommendation. And the teacher recommendation is a separate part, and I'm going to go over in a second really the best way to get that teacher recommendation. And I think I've had conversations with a lot of you about who to ask, and some of you have already tackled that, asking teachers directly. We'll review that in a second. But as a recap, there are three parts. Part that you're responsible for, which is your application, basic information. The second part is the part that the Summit High School is responsible for, your transcript, the counselor letter of recommendation, and the school profile. And the third part is the teacher recommendation. Now, it doesn't matter which part gets to your college first. Whatever part gets there first, the college will then open up a file for you, and they'll start a file with your name on it. So your part doesn't have to be there in order for my part to go second or the teacher part to go third. Any part can go. So let me go back to writing a letter of recommendation. I'm going to ask you to fill out a brag sheet, which consists of two parts. One is 10 questions, and there's 4 listed here. 10 questions that just give me a little bit more deeper insight. We've gotten to know each other pretty well, but this will just help me highlight some important things. The second part is a list of your activities that you've done. Remember to include things you've done inside of Summit High School and outside of Summit High School as well. And please, if you're filling that out now, predict what you're going to do senior year, whether it's in the fall or winter or spring. It's okay to predict that and put that on there even though it might not have started yet. Please include any kind of positions you've held, whether they're sports. Within sports, tell me what if it's baseball, what position are you playing, some pertinent information about that, or if it's what chair you are in band or wind ensemble. Chorus, are you a tenor or soprano? Again, those kind of things do help me. And if you've held a leadership position, try to spend some time doing that brag sheet and really think and highlight what's important to you and be specific. It only helps me be specific as well. There is also a brag sheet for teachers when you want teachers to write a letter of recommendation for you. Now, teachers do have their own style, but I do have a brag sheet that some teachers will ask you to fill out, and that consists of 6 questions. And the questions pertain to what you specifically did in that teacher's class. Remember, teachers have 180 students a year. You want to help them write the best recommendation about you, so you want to highlight some of your accomplishments. Now, the transcript. The transcript is your official information. What I mean by that is it's about you. And so I don't really have the right to be sending that information out to anyone unless you give me permission. The way that you give me permission to send out your transcript is by filling out this transcript request form. Basically, it's self-explanatory. Put your name and the date you're handing that form in. Graduated or left date, you will graduate June 2014. There's check the appropriate items listed below. Primarily, it's the first one. I have already sent or will shortly send my application to the college listed below. Typically, you check off that box. The next category says, check the appropriate item listed below. And you have to tell me if there is a form, a school report form for me to fill out. Look at the center one. It says the common application. The common application comes with a school report that I have to fill out about. It's basically more information about Summit High School and how you fit into the student body mix. So the common application does have a school report. So if you're using the common application and you're applying to a school that takes the common application, you check off that box where it says the common application. If you're applying to a school that's not part of the common application and has a school report, you check off the first area where it says the individual college. And if you're filling out an application that's not on the common application but doesn't have a school report either, then you fill in the third category. It says no report necessary. Then you tell me where to send your transcript to, the name of the college and the address, the deadline that it's due, and how are you applying? Early decision, early action, regular decision, or rolling. Please list for me if there's any special instructions that I need to know about that application. And then in that bottom shaded box, it says, please be conscious that it takes 3 weeks for the Summit High School to gather all your information together, my letter of recommendation, the transcript, the school report, all of that. It takes 3 weeks to bundle that together and then send it off to the college. So if you have an application deadline of November 1st, your transcript request form needs to come 3 weeks before that date. Please be conscious of that. And then have a parent sign it if you're not 18. The next thing I'd like you to look at, and you could do this now, but certainly start August 1st, get yourself logged on to the Common Application. You have to create an account. Remember, this is our first year we're using Naviance. We're doing everything electronically through Naviance, but in order for you to do electronic Naviance, you do need to create a Common Application account, and it's very easy. So you certainly can wait till after August 1st, and there are 2 great tutorials in there about exactly what to do. But very simply put, if you look on the left-hand side, there's those gray shaded categories. The Common Application walks you through every single one of those steps, and you can't submit it until every single one of those steps is done. More of that to come. And as you become familiar with the Common App, you'll have some questions about that as well. Remember to be logging on to Naviance, a ton of information. A couple of things I want to point out to you. If you go on the Colleges tab and you look at the upcoming college visits, remember, we have typically 3 college reps come to Summit High School every day, and they start first thing in September. So you might want to get more information about Stonehill College or Ithaca or Colgate, some of the ones that are listed there. You might have seen them and you like them and you want to get some more information or meet the rep firsthand. Remember, the way to do that is to come to the guidance and counseling office. You have to sign up for those visits ahead of time, please, at least 24 hours ahead of time so we know who's coming. We'll give you a pass and then you show up the next day for whatever time that rep is coming. Now, it might be hard. You might not be able to miss a full period of a class, or you have something going on. You could do a couple things. You certainly are welcome to come for the whole entire period. They do last about 40 minutes, or you can come certainly as a quick drop-in, 5 minutes or 2 minutes to say hello to the rep. But please check Naviance to see the upcoming college visits. Remember, also in Naviance, you should be putting the colleges you're thinking about, and then once you're settled on your list, you transfer them into the colleges I'm applying to. And that's how you're going to be submitting your electronic application. And I will be submitting electronic documentation of your transcript and teacher recommendation and school profile all through Naviance. That's new. More to come on that. And then lastly, just be on the lookout of some dates of important things that will be coming up in the fall. I'll be meeting with you when school starts again. There's a parent night for parents to hear all this information. SATs in October. Beware that the registration deadline is very early for that. Those dates are not correct. Those are last year dates, but please check those dates. The college fair, which is always a fantastic event in November, financial aid, and then some other various events along the way. I'm begging you not to be stressed. I keep telling you that this is an exciting process and it will take time. As long as you say to yourself, you know, if I do a little bit each day, if I tackle one task at a time and check it off my list, I feel like I accomplished something, it does make the stress level go down. But please, what also makes the stress level go down is to come and ask me questions. I don't want you to have the wrong information or for you to hear something from somebody else that might not be true. Please come and ask me or shoot me an email over the summer. This is an exciting process. I'm really psyched for you and I'm here to help, and I'm looking forward to doing the next video, and we'll go from there. Enjoy the rest of your summer. Remember, if you haven't done your brag sheet yet, do that on Naviance and send it to me. I've had 8 students that have done that, and I've written 8 recommendations already. That way, I'll be better prepared to help you in the fall. See you soon. Take care.